All right, guys, you see what's on the menu today. We are doing Cornish hens, but not any old regular Cornish hen. We stuffing these Cornish hens. If you saw my bell pepper recipe that I did a few weeks ago, I'm gonna use the same stuffing for these Cornish hens. So y'all stay tuned right here on the Rolling Grill. Yeah, boy. Welcome back to Rolling Grill. All right, this is just something that's gonna be real simple. It's an easy meal to put together. If you're in a pinch, don't know what to cook, Cornish hen is always a good go-to. So what I'm gonna be doing is we're gonna do a roasted Cornish hen stuffed with the seafood dressing. And if you notice on the bag, it says pepper stuffing. This is what I had left over from the stuffed pepper video that I did about a week ago, and I'll put the link up top. So we're gonna use this leftover stuffing to stuff these Cornish hens with. And this stuffing has turkey, lump crab meat, shrimp, peppers, onions. Man, it's flavorful, man. So it's been sitting in the deep freezer for about a week now, so you know those flavors are gonna be off the chain. So let's start talking, let's get to it. So first things first, like I said, very easy. Olive oil spray. This stuff comes out like a cannon too, so be careful with overspray. I take one of my gloved hands, and I'm using gloves because anytime I use cook poultry, I usually try to use gloves. Don't want to cross-contaminate. And so I'm going to spray all of them really good. I'm going to spray the inside as well. All right, last one. And this is some good spray, y'all. Sam's Club, Memos Mark brand. Comes out like a cannon, and when I tell you, it's good stuff. All right, so again, simple treatment. I'm going to be using my gourmet grilling dust. Really good on chicken, excellent on vegetables as well. And so I'm going to actually open it all the way up. And I'm going to dust them. Always start with the back first. I'm going to dust them off real good. Rub it in there, you know. All right, we're going to dust them off real good. Flip it over. I'm even gonna drop a little bit of seasoning in the inside. Although I know I got the seasoned stuffing going in, I'm still gonna drop some in there. All right, we're gonna rub it a little bit of seasoning inside. You know, Cornish hen, you don't have to do a lot. You don't have to do too much seasoning because, I mean, it's really not a big bird. The breast of the bird is the biggest part. All right, so let's get this out of the way. All right, now let's get down to it. I'm gonna actually drop it right here on this baking sheet. And I'm using every bit of it, so I don't need to save this bag. All of it. All right, so we're gonna take it. I don't know if you can see it. This may be a better one. And I'm gonna stuff it. And again, to find out the stuffing recipe, just go to the green pepper video. I'll put a link to it in the video and in the description. I didn't think I was gonna have enough, but I do. And you can, like I said, you can see shrimp, crab meat, everything. And I'm stuffing it as far as I can. Stuffing them up like that. All right, every little bit. Every little bit. We're not gonna waste any of this. Great way to use up leftovers. Take it out the deep freezer and repurpose it. All right, so go ahead and get myself cleaned up. We'll go to the next step. Stay tuned. All right, guys, there goes our Cornish hens. Say we got 3 of them. You can see them stuffed real good. Really nice and juicy. So, generally, I would just throw these in the oven and bake them off 350 for about 45 minutes, but I'm not doing that because I hate mushy skin when you bake or roast chicken or Cornish hens or whatever, because it's sitting basically in its own juices. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sear them off first. So I'm gonna take this right here is a garlic infused liquid margarine, and I'm going to sear them off in this first to try to crisp up that side, crisp up the bottom rather. And so I'm gonna make sure I got it on high heat. Grab the first one. And right in there, he's gonna sit. And I'm gonna let him go for about 5 minutes. I'm not gonna do the top, I'm only gonna do the bottom because I wanna make sure that I get a nice crispy skin on the bottom. Y'all stay tuned. All right, let's go ahead and check it out. It's getting there, but not there yet. So let's let it keep on rolling. It's been about 2 minutes so far. All right, y'all, let's check it out. It's been 5 minutes. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want on the bottom. So, ooh, filming in one hand at the same time. So, I've got lemon wedges right there. All I'm gonna do is simply sit them on top of the lemon wedges, and then we'll go on to number 2. Let's get him dropped in there. Y'all stay tuned. This, guys, is to get yourself a good non-stick pan. Look at that. Man, look at that skin. Same deal with this one. It's going right there on top of a lemon. I'm gonna do this last one, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, guys, we have our beautiful Cornish hens right here. They are seared on one side, but we're not gonna let that garlic infused margarine go to waste. I'm just gonna pour a little bit on each topping, and hopefully it's not burnt. And that's it. We about to go in the oven with it. 350 degrees. And we're gonna face the cavity side inward, just like that. And we'll see them in 45 minutes. Y'all stay tuned. It's left on our timer. Let's go ahead and check our birds. See what we're looking like. Okay, look all right, but we need to put a little loving on top of them because they're a little bit light skinned. Don't like light skinned chicken. So let me get the butter, and we'll be right back. Butter with some dried sage. I'm going to just lightly let that drain on across this top of this bird, and then we're gonna close this oven back up and let this oven do its magic. You can smell that fresh sage in there. Got one right here too. So, you know, of course you can spray these down with a little more olive oil if that's your thing, but I got the butter in there, why not use it? So I'm gonna go ahead and let these finish cooking. Hopefully I can get a little brown on the top of them, and we'll take it from there. All right, while we're waiting on that, we're gonna go ahead and get this meal started. So a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna do 2 cooked things, which will be the stuffed roasted Cornish hen, and then we're also gonna do some fresh spinach. And then we're gonna pair that up with an item that takes 90 seconds to finish in the microwave, and you're gonna have one complete meal. So, oil is ready to go. Spinach in. We're gonna let this wilt down. We're gonna add a little garlic. We're gonna add a little bit of chunky garlic to it, a little salt and pepper, and off to the races we go. Spinach is going. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little salt and pepper, put that on there. That salt and pepper is actually gonna help break it down. And also, if I can get it off of here, go ahead and tube in some of this chunky garlic. Now you can of course use the garlic that's minced in the container, but I find that this chunky garlic, squeezed garlic, is perfect when you saute spinach. I'm gonna go ahead and get this cooked up, then we'll move on to the next step, which is cooking our 90-minute menu item, which I think you guys are gonna be like, wow, that's a great option to go with this roasted chicken and sauteed spinach, so stay tuned. All right, let's check our Cornish hens. It has been a total of 45 minutes. And after I put the butter on, what I did is I ran them on broil to get that skin nice and crispy. And if you're a novice, then I would suggest you check them with a meat thermometer in the dark meat portion, which is this portion right up in here, and making sure you're not touch the bone. But I know they're ready. I cook these all the time, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these out, get these rested, and we'll go ahead and plate up. Our parsley is finished. Not parsley, duh. Our spinach is finished. In the stainless steel bowl it goes. And we're gonna put this on the table and let this cool down for the plating. It's done. Let's see if I can turn around. You see the stuffing. Looks really good. Spinach is done. Garlic sauteed spinach is done. So what is it possibly that can go with this meal that's gonna take us 90 seconds? Here you go, my friend. Thank me later. Quinoa and brown rice with garlic. You can get these at Sam's Club. They come like 6 in a box. Let me tell you something. This by far is some of the best stuff in a bag. Takes 90 seconds to cook in the microwave, and it pairs perfectly with your long cook items. Total cook time on this whole meal, 1 hour. 45 minutes for the Cornish hen, about 10 minutes, maybe 15. About 10 minutes for the spinach. I did extra, so I'll say 15. And then 90 seconds for the rice and a few minutes for the plate. All right, simple. Tear the top off, open the bag up, squeeze it to break it up. Close it up. Let me see if you can see me. And in 90 seconds, the magic will happen. All right, here we go. 90 seconds, we're gonna dump it in a bowl. This is what I do. Take it, dress it out with a little olive oil, hit it with a little salt and pepper. All right, once you hit it with a little salt and pepper, mix it around real good. Allow it to rest for a few minutes to cool down, and now we're ready to plate. All right, we are now ready to plate. Okay, first things first, the sauteed spinach with garlic. This is my plate. I'm gonna take that, drain it out, put it on the center of the plate. Don't need a lot, depends on how much you like. You don't really need a lot. That's the center of the plate. We're gonna get that out of the way. We're gonna come back with our quinoa brown rice combination. Spoon. I'm coming on top of the spinach. We're putting a composed dish together. Okay, you wanna make it look fancy? You're cooking for your boyfriend, cooking for your girlfriend. Hey man, you gotta go all out. So this is quinoa brown rice, it's good for you. All right. Now, I'm gonna go with the center one. We take that beautiful Cornish hen, look at all that juice coming from it. Place it right on top. Now, let me get this out the way. Now, I don't know if y'all still can see me. I'm not one to waste drippings. We got lemon in there, we got fresh juice from the chicken. I'm not one to waste drippings, so I'm gonna take those drippings and I'm gonna go right back over this. Some of this is butter. I'm gonna go right back over this whole dish with that. Take a little bit of my grilling dust, come around the plate, back on top to finish it off, and as Emma would say, bam, there you have it. There you have it. A beautiful roasted seafood stuffed Cornish hen on a bed of spinach and quinoa brown rice with a little bit of pan drippings around it. Under an hour, don't take much to dress a plate up and put a good meal on the table. So as always, man, I want to thank y'all for joining me here at the Rolling Grill. Good food, good vibes. Yeah, boy.